a lot of times we feel, why me? Why I gotta go through this? Why things ain't working out for me? You know? Why is God letting this happen to me? Man, I ain't praying. What prayer doing for me? How is it helping me? I tried wearing my sisters one day, and the rabbi told me something crazy. I ain't wearing my sisters no more. You know? I was rapping to Philly for like a whole month, and now my mom was just sick in the hospital. I'm not rapping to Philly anymore. This religion stuff ain't for me. What does it mean? Well, you know, I'm all about practicalities. I'm not about talking just to talk and thinking just to think. I'm all about what works and what makes sense. So you got to say to yourself, if Yaakov, Laban, patriarch, he said he had perfect faith, he represented different. Before in Hesed, he was the correction of Adam. They talked on and on about him. If he faced the difficulties and challenges that he faced, then how is it that we on a higher level than him? And we're going to be excused from all difficulties. And when you talk about difficulties, you're not talking about, oh boy, I bumped my toe. We're talking, let's go to his life. His mother's womb, he was fighting with his brother. Out his mother's womb, his brother tried to kill him. After his brother tried to kill him, and he ran away from his brother, his uncle tried to do it. Laban, the hustler of hustlers, made him work 7 years, thinking he gonna get married. Then he said, nah, wrong woman, 7 more years. Then after that, when he was about to leave, he wanted to leave with his women and his children, he tried to get him again with all the sheep and all the different animals. Constant difficulties, but he had perfect faith. He never blinked, he never said, oh man, what my father was telling me is, man, it ain't working, I'm tired. But don't stop there. He leaves, Laban run him down, try to take his head off. Don't stop there. His daughter gets raped. We're not talking about a dude looked at her wrong or stole a pocketbook, somebody raped his daughter. And this is the patriarch. If somebody raped one of my family members, I spend the rest of my life in jail. Doesn't stop there. His wife that he loves, his favorite wife, dies giving birth. She couldn't give birth. And when she finally starts giving birth, she dies giving birth to Benjamin. Right? Then it don't stop there. The son, one of the sons from the wife that he loved so much, his sons come back and tell him, yo, Joseph is gone. They killed him. When does it end? When does the difficulty end? And so a lot of us, we say every day, yo, man, this is happening to me. You know, I know, Sean, you talking about praying and you talking about Hashem, but listen, my life sucks. His life sucked too if you look at it from a superficial perspective. But he never gave up. He never stopped. He never stopped. He never questioned God. And one thing about the Holy, one thing about Judaism is we don't have saints. We don't have men that are gods. Everybody get it. They give it up to everybody. They told you when Sarah laughed, when she didn't believe in God. They told you when Noah got drunk, they give it up. They put everybody on blast. And you never hear anything about Yaakov questioning Hashem. Never. Not once did he say, never. He took it all. His son, he mourned for his son for 20 years. He mourned for his son. And the point is, difficulty, yes. Nobody wants difficulty. God don't want you to suffer. God don't want your life to be miserable. He wants it to be right. But we do things. We make decisions and we got to pay for that. Right? But the point is, if you keep that perfect faith, it'll end up the way it ended up for Yaakov. Right? He paid for 12 tribes. He's responsible. His name is Israel. He fought with the angel. I forgot the angel. The angel tried to take his head off. He fought with the angel. But all that wasn't in vain. Nothing he did was in vain. It was all rewarded. He fought, he sacrificed, he faced difficulties, and now he's responsible for Israel, all the 12 tribes. The biggest of the big. And it ended with him riding in the sunset with his son Joseph as the ruler of the world. So God does everything for a reason. Because if they didn't kidnap Joseph, they would have starved to death and there wouldn't be no nation of Israel. So God knows what he's doing. So the same thing I say to you guys. And you know, you might smile and you might say, yeah, all right, the Bible stuff sounds good, but I didn't. So let's talk about me. Let's talk about my life. Grew up always trying to do the right thing. Faced with killers and murderers that didn't want to do the right thing. Always placed in a position where I got to do the wrong thing because people trying to do the wrong thing to me. Huh? Mother left me when I was 5, 7 years old. Begged her not to leave, she left. My pops, you know, when I became shy, he knows me. You know, everything is cool now, but when I was growing up, I didn't know him. Difficulty, I come to be with my mom after she left me. Then she leave me again because she got to go clean somebody's house. Somebody's toilet. Instead of being with her son, teach him how to do homework. Right? That's not enough. When I'm 13, they take me away from my mother and put me in a home. So I had to go to school and kids be like, yo, can we come to your house? You know, you know what to say. Right? Then 15, I get shot. I get my shoulder blown off. You know, some of you see my magazines, you can see the scar. Somebody trying to rip my head off. Or watching friends get their heads blown out. Difficulty. But one thing I never did, I had questions. But I knew, as bad as it was, I gotta pray. Only God can help. You know why? Because all the dudes with big guns and big hearts, they all in cemeteries right now, all in my pocket. So for me, it was again, I talked about practicality. I talked about things that make sense. So if my friends wasn't being saved by their guns, then you know what? I got to take the King David route. King David was a warrior of warriors. But he's still a guy that wrote the hymn. He's still a guy that danced in the street like a peasant when he knew Shlomo was going to build a base of Mikdash. Hashem. Then we go to my other hero, my other role model, Moshe Rabbeinu, who left everything, gave up being a pharaoh, the ruler of the world, to do what was right. Difficulty. All these dudes face difficulty. David was considered, his brothers thought he was a mamzer because here's this dude red like fire and the rest of us are dark. You know, he looked funny. So they throw him in the field. Only his mother cried for him. Even his pops ain't really want nothing to do with him. Difficulty. Me, difficulty. Shoulder blown off, difficulty. Finally started to get my life together, get a little record deal, arrested. All right, put an album out, million sold, convicted on a Rev Shabbat. You spending 10 years in jail. Difficulty. Eating food on Shabbat that's cold and freezing because I want to be Shomer Shabbat. Why? Not because I'm a Hasid. Not because I'm so righteous. But you know what? This is what Joseph did when he was locked up. And when he got out, Hashem made him ruler of Mitzrayim. So I'm going to do it too. Difficulty. But the point is, difficulty is rewarded. But you got to put it in. If you want to lift weights, you can't go into the weight pit one day and go, and then you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got to go in there every day and put that in. So how is it? I mean, you know, whether you have a Harvard PhD or, you know, you didn't graduate high school, just a pragmatic approach will tell you that anything you're trying to get, you got to constantly work at. It's a work in progress. Life is a work in progress. When Hashem created Adam Harishon, he made him last. He made him last for a few reasons. One, so his ego wouldn't be too crazy. And also because he was to be a partner in the continuation of creation. God said, all right, I made it, here, take care of it. It wasn't finished, creation wasn't done. It was, all right, this part is finished, now you continue to keep it going. It's a constant work in progress, but it's difficult. I got out. Yeah, I thank God, it's a miracle. I prayed, I got out. When I got out, they laughed at me. They said, oh man, you got deported. The correction officer used to tell me, oh man, your life is finished. You ain't never coming back to America. You ain't never making music. You done. I laughed at them. I was like, yeah, if you only knew. Why you think I'm rapping at the filling every day? Why you think I'm fasting on Mondays and Thursdays? I got a trick for you. I didn't say that though. Because I'm humble. I have humility. Right? And a couple months later, as Curtis Bowler would have it, do a multi-million-dollar deal with the biggest record company in the world, from a third world country. When everybody laughed and said, how you going to sell records from a third world country? You can't come back to America. Difficulty. So when I got out, oh man, I'm getting deported, oh my life is over. Never that. Perfect faith. Perfect faith. You know what? There's no way Hashem does not reward the righteous. I'm just telling you. But you got to put it in. When I got out, I fast whenever I travel. Because when I travel, we travel on a bus with dudes with knives stuffed up their rectum. And they go use the bathroom and take it out and then come stab somebody in the neck. So when I travel, I might die throughout the state of the state of New York, correction facility. So I'm always ready to die. Every day for the last 10 years, I'm ready to die, ready to kill somebody. Right? So I fast because I know if I fast, Hashem is going to protect me because I don't want to kill somebody. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in jail. But I'm not dying. So the only way is divine intervention. So I fast and do all the sacrifice I could possibly do. It's my carbon. And never had a problem. Hashem always protected me. So when I got out, I fasted. It was a Wednesday. So now I ate maybe for like an hour, but then Thursday came and I fasted on Thursday. I fasted again. Didn't miss a beat. Whatever I was doing in prison, kept doing. Shabbat comes, I'm going to Panama, I'm going to Costa Rica, where all of the synagogues are and the frum community is. I ain't miss a beat. That's why I got a multi-million-dollar deal with Def Jam. Not because my raps are so great, or because, you know, Jay-Z said I was good. Nah. Because of Kodesh Bowler, rewards, dedication, commitment. And your difficulties just paying for the reward he wants to give you. But back to your code. You know, this week's Pasha, last week's Pasha. You know, difficulty, shine, difficulty. You read about any of the billionaires, even Martha Stewart had to go to jail. Difficulty, nobody's beyond reproach, nobody's above the law. Difficulty. We all have a part in our difficulty though. None of us are blameless. It didn't just happen, man. You ain't just wake up and things just started to go wrong, man. You know, some of us are spilling our seeds. Some of us are spreading Lashon Hara. We all have a part in our difficulty. So it doesn't work like that. It don't work that, yo, you know, I'm going to do what I want to do, but God has so much hesed that I can do whatever I want to do and there's no penalties. It doesn't work like that. So for me, again, I'm not a Hassid. I'm not better than anybody. I'm just like, listen, man, I want to be a billionaire. I want to be the best in music. So what I do is I focus. I want to do everything I need to do in order to get that. And Judaism, 613 commandments, all of these things will lead you to the ultimate success in life. Guaranteed. If you don't rap, you can't expect to be a multi-million-seller rapper. But if you paint, if you want to be a doctor, whatever you want to be, Hashem will allow you to maximize your potential in that. But you have to put in the work. I'll tell you, I know a boxer. Might have heard of him. Michael Tyson. Baddest dude at his time. He got knocked out by a dude that just was like, he wasn't even ranked. Nobody even heard of Buster Douglas. Nobody even heard of him. Buster Douglas. Why did he get knocked out? Because he spilled his seed. Because boxers are not supposed to touch women, not supposed to drink. All they're supposed to do is train for 6 months before a fight. Sometimes even more. Run 13 miles, no women, no party, no nothing, before they get in the ring. He didn't do that. Got knocked out. This is how it goes. Big bad Mike Tyson. Rabbi, excuse me 1 second.